Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Oh, glory to Gurvaraj. Bhaktivedanta. Paramahamsa. Srila Guru Haridas. My Guru Maharaj. Oh, glory to you. All glory to you. Shining like millions and millions of suns. That's how I'm looking at you. Glory to the one who represents Lord Chaitanya. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya. My dear Chaitanya. It's so powerful. You're developing yourself so much. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Haribol Haribol. Oh, glories to Guru Maharaj, man. Oh, glories to this concept. Oh, glories to this power. Oh, glories to the devotee who is so much devoted that by his devotion we receive the mercy of the Lord. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. I surrender, I deeply surrender at your lotus feet, Guru Maharaj. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. You're my master, my eternal master for always and always and always. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, thank you for the spirit, Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will call your name over and over again. It's because of you, that I received that seed of devotion. That I'm living in eternal bliss. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Lord Chaitanya, be present here. I welcome you. So welcome you, my Chaitanya, my Chaitanya. Purushottam, be welcome here. I feel your presence. I feel your power. You feel that love, the deep, strong love. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your body, the transcendental one, flowing through my veins. Chaitanya, Chaitanya, dearest Chaitanya, my dearest Lord. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. It is magic, magic, magic. This is magic, magnificent, miraculous. This is miraculous, this land. This day where I'm living in now is so fantastic. A dream world, but reality. Vrindavan, land of the living God. Vrindavan, land of Radha and Krishna. Land of all the saints, land of grateful trees, land of flowers, land of beauty, land of beauty, land of peace and joy, peace and joy. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, one more. Hare Krishna, everybody. Ivo and Olympia and Fanny, Janine, Bhaktatom and Radhe. Where is Yam? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama Rama, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Radhe 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 Radhikacha 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 Rama 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 Hare Radhe 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 Krishna Vrindavan beautiful spirit of place. Never bring land where I want to stay forever and forever. The place of experiences with Radha, especially with her, massaging her feet, caressing her feet, sharing everything with her, bringing her to Krishna, bringing Krishna to her, and be a witness of their beautiful, beautiful exchange of love, union, and communion with Radha and Krishna in the Sangha of Srila Gaura Haridas. All glories to my Guruji, who makes all this possible. It is really possible. Hopla. Janardana, nice to see you, man. Why is Krishna showing me so much? That is unbelievable. Why is he showing me so much? Don't show me everything, Krishna. I don't want to know everything. Some things I really don't want to know because I cannot keep my mouth shut. Okay, I chant. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya. Krishna Prestaya Bhutale. Srimati Bhaktivedanta Paramahamsa. Srila Gaura Haridas. Maharaj Acharya iti namine. Namaste. Prabhupada Devi Guru Mani Prachari. Nirvishesha Suyamani. Vastucha Dejatarine. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Prabhu Nityananda. Sri Advaita. Gadadhara. Srivas. Adhikora Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Prabhu Nityananda. Sri Advaita Gadadhara. Srivas. Adhikora Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Ram Nityananda. Sri Advaita. Gadadhara. Srivas. Adhikora Bhakta-vrinda. Thank you for your love, Janardana. Thank you. Jaya, Jaya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Ram Nityananda. Sri Advaita. Gadadhara. Srivas. Adhikora Bhakta-vrinda. Chaitanya is really a marvelous man. Nityananda is really marvelous. Advaita as well. All of them combined. My Guru Maharaj. He represents them all. He represents them all. Sometimes I think I love Advaita more, and then after a while I start to love Nityananda more. And then suddenly the, the relationship with Sriva started. It's also strongly growing. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare. I was yesterday talking about that crying thing, how it really worked with me. I don't know why, maybe because my awakening was so immediately by meeting Guru Maharaj. I was immediately in that trance, but I just wanted to give you an example. I was checking out my text while I was preparing my text, and my eye felt on a certain verse that I didn't read because I started the other days with reading from the meeting of Ramananda Raya. I wanted to read a certain thing, and I didn't read all the other verses. And now this morning I fell on that verse, and I immediately start crying. Am I purifying then if I cry? Yes, I'm purifying. But am I crying for material reasons, for my misery, or for guilt, or all kind of things? No. I was crying in deep bliss, and I felt intoxicated, and I was really high in the sky, man. Because I was reading that verse and seeing the esoteric truth, and that is what makes you to cry transcendentally. That is when you see the esoteric truth. That is crying for Krishna. I will read that verse. Sri Ramananda Raya, he then saw Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to be as brilliant as 100 suns. I read it in ecstasy and I understood the depth of it. when you see Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it affects you so deeply, like millions of suns would do. You get so much light, so much depth and understanding. Especially that, so much spirit and then with me it worked immediately by seeing the spirit I received of Vedanta from in the beginning. Not everything, little drops, but if you're not used to it, every drop is a world. So for me, by Sri Chaitanya. In Guru Maharaj, by seeing that what is invisible for materialized, I saw Chaitanya. In my Guru, I saw all those suns. I saw all that light. I saw all that bliss. And I got the understanding who he was. I told, I wrote it on my timeline. Srila Guru Haridas, I know who you are. But of course, I didn't know the name, but I knew the esoteric depth of who he is. I knew he's the savior of the Vaishnavas, he's the savior of the Vaidhi Bhaktas. Immediately my understanding, this one is the one who comes with a new message, with a finishing touch. It was so clear for me by all those suns. The light was shining inside of my head. Click. And the light was turned on. Click. When you recognize Lord Chaitanya, it's like they turn on the light. That's it. When you see esoteric truth, the deep meaning in the verse, then you are reading in ecstasy and laughing and crying in ecstasy. Because that is happening when you have this closeness with the Lord. First of all, with Srimati Radharani, when you have this closeness with her, before you have an awakening, you cannot say that. Even people blame that they have that and they pretend, but it is not. It's not the truth. You've got to see the depth, you've got to see the real beauty. You've got to see the divine, and then you cry in a divine way, and then there are divine vibrations that you have spread. Because if you cry in a divine way, it is because you have that contact with God. He gives you that divine, and then you cry in that divine way. It is His presence that makes that. It's not about you, it's about Him. So yeah, good heavens, He is the one who is brilliant as 100 suns. Yeah. Yeah, Tommy, you asked yesterday a question in that group about pretenders. Well, you must know one, isn't it? Those who pretend that they are ecstatic and they chant in ecstasy out loud, and you ask, do they have a material benefit? Yeah, of course. It's for their name and their fame and their false ego that they are doing it. So they have material benefit of it, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Showing the world I'm an ecstatic devotee. That's why Sahajas are doing that. For that name, that prestige, that reputation, etc., etc. It is not for sharing the vibrations with others so that others will have the benefit of it, because there are no vibrations, so what are you sharing then? So that is that's the answer. Well, I already answered, of course. If you pretend that you are a resident of Vrindavan and ecstatic devotees can see that you're not, then why are you doing that? Why do you still ask that question? It has been explained so many times. So yeah, my God, my God, my Krishna, when he shows up, everybody who is ecstatic, you cannot cheat them, especially not in our Sangha. You cannot cheat real ecstatic devotees. They immediately see that you are a cheater. You cannot do that. We will take off the mask of those who are doing that, and we do out of protection of this. We don't have material benefit. We want the transcendental benefit for everybody. The Lord was covered by a saffron garment. He was he was large in body and very strongly built, and his eyes were like lotus petals. And I feel that his body from when he was born, he was a big baby, and now he is very, very strongly growing up. I feel how large his body is. He pushes me on all sides, my arms, my legs, my belly, my back, my head. It's very large from body. The more he grows up, he's much bigger than me. How can he live inside of me? Well, he's pushing himself out so that you can all have the benefits of him. Very strongly built. Oh my God. And by his strength, he makes me so strong. No fear from anybody anymore. No fear. Only living for the truth and for telling the truth and for preaching the truth. That's the truth. Let's glorify the truth and let the truth become alive in our life. Let the truth become alive in the world, because everybody is covered by so much lies and hypocrisy, saying this to this person and saying that to another person. And then those two persons, they discover them and say, oh my God, what a liar, what a liar. There is so much lie, there is so much lie, so much hypocrisy. Why? Why is that needed? What benefit do you have by lying and cheating? It's false ego. It's false ego. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh my God. I want to make people lives easy by not doing that anymore, because you can have an easy life, a really peaceful, trustworthy life with God, when you are really deeply connected, and when the dirt is out, when all that hypocrisy is out. It needs to be out after a few years, isn't it? It can have been a little bit too much, isn't it? How do you want to receive Krishna? In a hard heart, full of lies and hypocrisy. How do you want him to come inside of you? Lord Chaitanya is cleaning those temples first, all those temples, with the help of the devotees. It needs to be done. Otherwise, you can wait for Lord Jagannath for ages and ages and ages. He won't come. He won't come, you know. When Ramananda Raya, when he saw that wonderful sannyasa, he was struck with wonder. He went to him and he immediately offered his respectful obeisances, falling down flat like a rod. That's what the real devotee does. That's why you have, when you have the understanding. And that's what Vaidhi Bhaktas and even people in our Sangha don't have. Not having that respect for years. You've got to push them to have a little bit of respect. You've got to push them. You've got to teach them. You've got to explain that in all kinds of languages, and then still it doesn't work. Not having the right eyes, having so much dirt inside of the eyes that you can't see the divinity. I've been preaching that last week online with people that don't know what divinity is. They think everybody is divine. They think Vaidhi Bhakta is divine, a so-called Christian is divine, um, a Mayavadi is divine. They think everybody is divine. No, divinity is from the Lord, and you've got to receive divinity. You know, there are exceptions in the world. There are chosen ones in the world who have been, who came to the world to share that divine with you, who have been chosen to do that, who received loads of bhakti, who are a storehouse of bhakti, and therefore are real powerful preachers because of their bhakti, because they receive that deep connection, those deep words of the Lord and the deep understanding. They can explain the words, they can explain the verses, they can explain it to you, they can teach you. They are real teachers. That's why I said yesterday with Freddie, I am a purifying devotee. That is absolutely true. But when I am explaining the Bhaktivedanta principle and they ask me, how do you know that? Then I say, it's because I experienced this. It's because my guru, he has been teaching that. And I have experienced that this is the truth. It is after having deep purification that you receive that Vedanta. That you will become a trustworthy one for the Lord. That He wants to live inside of your heart. If not, He's not coming. He's not coming. If you are in a denying and you don't want to accept it, well, that's okay. Then He is not coming either. It's that simple. So, a purifying devotee, we are all purifying devotees on all kinds of levels. But you can say at a certain moment, I have been purified from this and this in a certain degree, and that's why I received this Vedanta now. Because that's how you can preach what Bhaktivedanta means. That's how you can preach how this process works. That's how you can preach the concept of Lord Chaitanya about cleaning your temple before the Lord comes, before the Vedanta comes. See, so yeah, and if you can't respect that, yeah, if you don't have respect for Guru Maharaj, it flows next to your ears. After a certain amount of years, there must be some understanding, isn't it? Now I'm going to read more where I left off yesterday. Let's see. Okay. See, here, this is an important, I immediately see the words. Ramananda Raya said, my sir, according to your behavior and your bodily features, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Ramananda Raya, he already received mercy from Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. He already had beautiful eyes. He already had transcendental eyes. He already was pure enough to see that extraordinary behavior of Lord Chaitanya and those bodily features, that extraordinary behavior. He must have seen that extraordinary behavior of Nityananda as well. And I was talking to another devotee as well, who are completely covered by the misconceptions of Vaidhi, that they think that Guru needs to look like this. They already adjusted that he's wearing a t-shirt and a beard and that he's drinking coffee. But they always, over and over again, fall over every new rule that has been rooted so deeply in their heart that a devotee needs to look like that. Then what? What about Lord Nityananda? What about those extreme examples that Guru was giving? They're in shock. They're in shock because they're looking at that um, with material eyes. Nityananda sucking at the breast of Malini. They are looking, sucking at the tit, man. They're looking at it with material eyes. While actually, Nityananda was giving Malini the opportunity to feed the Lord, to develop, to experience maternal love towards the Lord. And for me, this is, when I was reading that, it was so beautiful, so beautiful. He behaved like a toddler just to give us the chance to develop paternal love towards him. Don't you understand that? And that is so, it is sweet. Uh, that's why Krishna came as a baby. Didn't Krishna come as a toddler? And then they say, oh, how cute. But when Nityananda does the same, they can't see that. He really came with a powerful mission. Nityananda came to make a change in those Vaidhi Bhakta minds. He came with a powerful mission. And if you don't want to listen to my videos for a while because you're offended, because I'm telling true and I don't put little clots over it no. I'm completely behind my guru. Whatever he says, I don't look with material eyes like you do, and that is your problem. For you, it's all dirty. Dirty. That sex, sucking on a tit, that sex. Oh, yeah? Is that sex? All those babies, is that so? You always look through dirty eyes, to your own dirty eyes, uh, instead of saying, I don't really understand. I don't really understand. Please, Guru Maharaj, explain me this. You've got to love Nityananda's behavior. I love it. I love it. That difference. I love that. I love that. I love that Jesus Christ who turned the tables and was angry out of transcendental anger. That were people who are having a big false ego, full of dirt and hypocrisy. They can't stand to hear that truth. But I am into that. For me, that is powerful, that is very transcendental. Those acts of transcendental anger to purify you, to bring you higher. He did it to bring those Pharisees higher, to teach them, come on, you're wrong, you have a wrong thinking. This is material motivated religion. It's not about that, it's about the spirit. So all the time, we need to become angry to make you think differently. It's not by always caressing the sleeves. And those who caress the sleeves, there we say, dear is this and dear is that. But the one who says the truth, we are going to avoid you. It's not a problem for me, I continue. I continue. My preaching is this. My preaching is powerful because I received that power of my guru, and I'm going for this. I want to save. I want to kill the demons. I want to follow in the footsteps of my guru by saying the deepest conclusive truth. And first of all, the first thing that happens is that I'm pleasing my Lord by doing that. That's my first goal. He's so happy. He's so, so happy. So why do I caress your sleeve and say, dearest this and dearest that, and I believe everything you say? No, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm putting you deeper in your rabbit hole where you are already. That's what I'm doing when I caress the sleeves. I don't do that. The Lord gives me too much power. Why would I not please Him by using that? I'm not going to do that and say, no, Krishna. No, I choose for the worldly name and fame. Everybody needs to love me. They all need to love me in a material way. So I'm not going to say what you want me to say. How, how hypocrite would that be? I would make him unhappy and I would become very unhappy as well. Absolutely. So now I said that. So he said, Ramananda Raya, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is impossible for ordinary living beings to possess such transcendental qualities. And that is what you should see. That's what you should see, that Guru Maharaj is not an ordinary man. Um, they turn the tables upside down. They think that those sannyasis in orange cloth, that they are ordinary men. But Guru Maharaj is, who is so easygoing, you don't have respect for him. You, I heard some people saying things to him that I said, but are you really not ashamed? Are you really not ashamed? I'm not going to give the list of all the things that I heard, but how is this possible? How can you say this? Even, I wouldn't even say it to a Swami in Vaidiland. I wouldn't say that rude, such a rude material things. Even I wouldn't even dare to say that. I don't say that to anybody actually. I only try to say a transcendental truth. Sri Gauraridas is not an ordinary living being, because if he would be, he would not be capable to plant that seed of devotion inside of your heart, to wake up Krishna inside of our hearts. And it wouldn't be possible. You've got to be a little bit intelligent, a little bit. And then that rudeness falls away. Um, Hare Krishna. Yorgo, nice to see you. Let's see what you guys are writing here. Freddy. It is seen immediately. Yeah, Janardana, I know. I feel we all want progress, but one seeks it serving the real devotee, and another is becoming better than the other one. And another is becoming. We've got to serve the real devotee. Yeah, you come better than the other one if you leave that pride and that cheating behind. Then you can become better, and that hypocrisy and that lying. By becoming better than the other one, I mean it's a competitive attitude. Who is becoming better than another one, Tom? Where is their competition? What is the offensive attitude? What is the offensive attitude? Tell me that. Explain me that. I hope that the day will come when I don't react from softness. Yeah, I hope that is so funny. But when I also have real transcendental eyes, yeah, that will come after getting purified, after hearing and hearing and hearing until it's come. When you express transcendental emotions in terms of bodily intimacy, like sex, sucking a tit, etc., then Vaidhi Bhaktas will see that as offensive because they are still identifying with their material body. Absolutely. Absolutely. It is their problem. Yeah. Mind and intelligence, with their material body, mind and intelligence. And thus they have no experience with transcendental emotions. Yeah, but they go by the Shastras, they go by the books, and they pretend that they have read it about Nityananda. It comes from the book. Srila Gaurahari is not sucking that out of his stomach. He's not doing that. He's saying what is in the scriptures. I've read that as well. So why are you offended if Guru Maharaj repeats what Krishna Das Kaviraj wrote down? You're not offended when you read it? Yeah. Yeah. So this is so strange. They can't. They think, yeah, but that's transcendental. Yeah, but it is transcendental. Yeah, but you don't know what transcendental is. And when Guru Maharaj says, is it so transcendental or what? So come on, guys. Come on. Therefore, they need to be purified so deeply. They need a few years of deep purification. Will they go through that fire to become better, Tom? Um, because yeah, you can only become better if you go through that fire, and then you will have those eyes that you can see. Ah, this is going on here. Aha. Ah, this is going on. Um, Yeah. So they see in everything they see sex because they are so into sex. You know the tents in Radha Desh and the the caravans that go up and down because of their sexual acts. They think like this. Awesome bedoelde u. I feel we all want progress, but one seeks it in serving the real devotee. That's true, and others don't seek it in the real devotee, and another becoming better than the other one. Ik heb het gevoel dat we allemaal vooruitgang willen, maar de een zoekt de vooruitgang door de echte toegewijde te dienen, en de ander zoekt de vooruitgang door zich beter voor te doen dan de ander. En dat werkt gewoon niet. You mean the Vaidhi Bhaktas, they pretend they are better? Yeah, and I'm sorry to say that most of all the Brahmanas, those who are living in the temple, they think they are better than the Gyasras, while actually the Gyasras maintain them. They live from the donations of the Gyasras. They should, they should be very, very grateful and not thinking they are better because they are not. They are not, because those Gyasras, they go and work in society and they give all their money to the Brahmanas. Okay. And what are the Brahmanas, the temples giving in exchange? Nuhabala, Nuhabala, a very slow process. Are they worth to receive those donations? No, they are not worth to have that. Okay, if one chooses to live in poverty, like the Franciscan and the Clarissen. If you want to live in poverty and you depend on others, you beg, and then, but you don't have to think that you're better than somebody else if you don't have the spirit. Nobody, I said it so many times, nobody is better than anybody else. Nobody is better than anybody else. The only one who is better is Krishna. When he lives inside of you, you can show him that he is better, but Lalita is not better. You know, Govinda is not better. We are showing we received that mercy, and now that mercy is working for all of us. For all of us, now you can receive the rays of it. Now you can have the benefit of it as well. He is so merciful unto all of us. It has nothing to do with me. Nobody is better um, unless the chosen one, the real one, Siragora Haridas, he is really, really absolutely better, absolutely. Um, so yeah, his preaching is the nec plus ultra. This is higher than every other preaching. His behavior is completely different. He has that Nityananda behavior. He has that Chaitanya behavior. He has that Advaita behavior. He has that Srivas behavior. He represents the whole Panchatattva. Very difficult to understand. But Jesus was also very difficult to understand. Those parables of Jesus, I only understand them now because I have been purified, because Balaram, I am a purified devotee, because have been purified by my Guru, and now I can understand those parables, and I see the depth inside of it, and I say, oh my God, all those things that I thought, this is not church. This is not honest from God. I don't understand God. All those things, I see that now, the lessons inside of it. But first of all, I needed to be emptied out so that that transcendental knowledge can flow inside. It is that simple, actually. Ja, je moet er niet beter. Nobody needs to show himself better than anybody else. Therefore, Sahajas have a big false ego if they show that they are better than others, because that's what they do. That is the material benefit that they have. They show I am better. I'm better than you. Because otherwise, why do you show symptoms that are not God? You're not, it's not God that want to show himself. They say they pushes you to go live because he wants to show his face, he wants to express himself. That's not what's happening with Sahajas. It is their false ego who wants to show their false ego. Look what I can, look what I am. We have enough examples of that. Who are you pleasing them? Nobody, not God at the first place. You're cheating everybody. In the first place yourself. So, my dear sir, um, oh, yeah, according to your behavior, yeah, it is impossible for ordinary living beings to possess such transcendental qualities. Good heavens, is this not a proof that Guru Maharaj is not an ordinary being who has those transcendental qualities of bringing you really actively to Godhead, of planting that seed of devotion inside of your heart, purifying you from all that dirt and hypocrisy and all those lies they are living in that you are not aware of. And then you're in shock when we discover that. You're in shock when ecstatic devotees see that and say, hey, but I see something that I don't say everything all the time, but actually not most of the time, not. But then they are in shock when Guru Maharaj tells the deepest truth. No, it's not true. It's not true. No, it's not true. It's not true. Yes, it is true. But you are not willing to look in the mirror. You never did that your whole life. That's why you stand where you stand now. That's why you are, yeah. It can always be better. Don't you want to grow up? Then let's give you some slaps on your bum so that you can grow up and not stay on that level where you are in that ignorant state. Ignorance. Good heavens. It is so beautiful when you are out, when you have been taken out of that state of ignorance where Guru Maharaj is taking you out by giving you, by cleaning your dirty eyes, and by giving you the light and giving you the deep understanding. The Lord replied to Ramananda Rai, Sir, you are the best of the topmost devotees. Therefore, simply the sight of you has melted everyone's heart. That's what a representative of Lord Chaitanya should be. He should be the topmost devotee, who should be the one whose preaching is more powerful than anybody else's preaching. Higher than the Pope, higher than all those Swamis, higher than all the Christian preachers. All of them. Because Lord Chaitanya is the golden avatar, the most merciful one, the most powerful one, with all the incarnations included. Therefore, the one who represents him is above all the rest. And I know that for a long time, he is above all the rest. And every time I say that, I see blue lights when I close my eyes, over and over and over again. over and over and over again. This is so conclusive. This is so true. And therefore, he melts the hearts of those who want to be melted, those who have the desire to grow up. Although I am a Mayavadi sannyasi, a non-devotee, I am also floating in the ocean of love of Krishna, simply by touching you. And what to speak of others? See, here we are, and we always see that over and over again in religion, the Brahmanas, in Christian church, everywhere we see that same thing. People think that the Lord is there only for an amount, for certain people, for the holy ones, for the good ones, for the perfect ones with good manners. That's also a teaching of Nityananda. He is not there only for those with the the Vaishnava etiquette, etc. No, not at all. He's there for everybody who comes around, everybody who can give his appreciation. And that's so clear. That's so clear. If you can't give any appreciation to Srila Gaura Haridas, I can see that you have no understanding. If you're always talking about yourself, what are you doing there? What are you doing there? It is not about you. If you want to have Krishna, it is about him. Isn't that logic? Isn't that logic? But those who have affection for Guru Maharaj, those who have affection for Krishna, for Lord Chaitanya, they will receive the mercy. I also have to admit that my affection for Chaitanya was not immediately there because I didn't know him, I didn't hear the teachings, I didn't know what I was reading because of language, and the only vague idea was the idea of Jesus. So it took a while before I could appreciate Chaitanya, really. But now now it's my Lord and Master. Now he's my Lord and Master, really. Under the modes, one compares always how one is situated, in which modes one acts. Yeah, that's true. The mode of goodness is better than the mode of passion, and the mode of passion is better than the mode of ignorance. Well, that's how it has been taught to us, isn't it? And I also still have that idea of mode of goodness is better than mode of ignorance because although you're still ignorant in mode of goodness, of course, you're still not on the transcendental platform. But if you already are serving the Lord in mode of goodness, okay, that's already better than being on drugs and alcohol and sitting there in the streets, spitting on everybody. Ugh, really so dark. On the level of the soul, there is no better because all souls are, yeah, that's true. That's true what you say. That's why I say, yeah. But that's how it has been taught to us. Huh? That's what Prabhupada said. Sachitananda, only the depth of transcendental emotions can be deeper or less deeper, yeah, depending on what rasa the soul is connected with the Lord. Yeah, that's what many don't understand. It is like I always give that example of Jesus who was on the cross and that murderer hang next to him, and he showed actually, I believe in you, I really believe in you. He was a nasty murderer. He was a piece of shit, and Jesus say, this evening when you leave the body, you with me in the paradise. Can you imagine? So it is about that attraction to the chosen one. over and over and over again. And then you come in the transcendental realm. And then you don't have to follow all those rules. But of course, I'm not going to propagate that mode of passion and ignorance that I would live for that. But of course, my mode of goodness, and I also had ignorance and passion. We all have that. We all have the modes. We all are living in the modes. It all needs to be purified. But the most difficult thing is to be purified from mode of goodness. That's because we have been conditioned that that was the goal of life. That is how you should behave. You should be a good person. You should be good. And therefore, you shouldn't act like this and this and this and this. But on the transcendental platform, it is completely different. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya knew this would happen, and thus he rectified my heart, which is very hard. He asked me to meet you. In this way, each of them praised the qualities of the other, and both of them were pleased to see each other. That's absolutely like it works with the Lord. You hear that the Lord uses Guru Maharaj to praise the devotees who have the qualities of the Lord by receiving that mercy. It has nothing to do with our qualities. It always has to do with the qualities of God. And that happens a lot, that devotees are very jealous because they never heard their name, but because you don't have the qualities yet. Guru Maharaj is not praising the false egos. He's calling the names in which the qualities of the Lord are alive. He is praising his Lord. He's always praising his Lord. He's so in love with his Lord that he's always praising him, not the persons. But of course, if you're jealous, it means that you need to be purified of that. If you can't hear the praise, at this time, the Brahmana Vaishnava, following the Vedic principles, they came and they offered obeisances. He fell flat before Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he invited him for lunch. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he accepted the invitation, knowing the Brahmana to be a devotee, and slightly smiling, he spoke as follows to Ramananda Raya. I wish to hear from you about Lord Krishna. Indeed, my mind is inclined to desire this. Therefore, I wish to see you again. That is very merciful from the Lord, that he invites you to talk about him. He's waiting for that. He invites you for that. Let's talk about Krishna. Let's talk about Krishna and be happy. Let's see each other again and talk about Krishna. Let's have some Harikatha, man. I will leave it until here. I'm getting a bit tired. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit tired. So, my friends, I will leave it until here. See you later. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.